Well, up next, the Brazil national anthem. Well, the home supporters in fine voice for Brazil against Venezuela. Take a look at the two sides then, of course starting with Brazil, pretty much as we would have expected tonight. No Renan Lodge, Rafinha, Atletico Mineiro's Guilherme Arana, and Real Madrid's Vini Jr. coming. Henrique, Rafinha and Van der Sar missing from this match. Look at that bench though for Brazil, so many names to choose from. It really is a fabulous squad under the control now of caretaker Fernando Diniz. Fernando Ariel Batista, the Argentine former defender. Jesus Bueno, the only man missing. Solomon Rondon, tons of experience leading the line. It's quite an experienced Venezuela team. A lot of these players are in Europe or have played in Europe. Rincon, when the captain's on band with Torino, Sampdoria, and now in Santos in Brazil. So bags of experience for the side from Venezuela, but they know they'll be up against it tonight. Confirmation hour of officials tonight. From Peru. Again, Kevin Ortega, relatively young, only 31, but once again, a lot of experience in these big games. Final technical checks as we confirm our VAR setup. Brazil, Venezuela then, third round. The qualifiers, they'll know each other from Santos. Neymar there, of course, alongside Jefferson Soteldo, who's starting on the bench tonight. Brazil in their famous yellow shirts, blue shorts. Venezuela all white kit. Just about ready here then in the Arena Pantanal in Cuiaba. Away we go. Brazil wanting and expecting to make it 3 wins out of 3. as they push towards the first chapelle there. A nice trickery showboating from Brazil already. Maybe just a little bit early for that. Need to get that ball into the back of the net. Brazil sometimes playing with a few nerves to begin with. First goal always seems to settle things down, but they're going to have a good crowd behind them tonight. Richarlison turning to an official, unmoved. Venezuela's game plan will be to try to keep Brazil at bay for those first crucial 15 minutes. Again, our referee letting it go in the middle of the park. That's a good sign from an official. But Brazil moving forward in force and have space and opportunities. Neymar dinks forward looking for Richarlison across the area. And knocked out in the end for a throw-in. Good defending from Venezuela. Rosario had to be sharp. Brazil with the early pressure. So much talent in this side. And bang on cue, they give it on November the 4th. So big year for Fernando Diniz. Addison seemingly now has taken over from Alisson. Man City man starting in for the Liverpool player. A lot of Premier League experience out there for Brazil. And every time Neymar gets the ball, and every time this man gets the ball as well, Vinny Jr., there's excitement in the air. There are spaces for the first shot on target. And Rafael Romo sends it over. He's never scored against Venezuela. Neymar's the only side on the Carnival circuit. He's failed to find the back of the net in a meaningful game, that is. Broke that record. Stood for so many years. The 2 goals against Bolivia, Neymar. Record of Pelé. And Neymar desperate to keep those goals coming. And jostling inside the area, it's whipped across. No takers in a yellow shirt. Pereira with an opportunity to get it clear. Rincon, the experienced man at Santos. Venezuela will want to slow things down, try to keep possession. Certainly will be wanting to do better than they did the last time round in these qualifiers. What Brazil may find themselves having to do is be patient tonight. The referee hasn't really had to get involved so far. We talked about quality in this side. Cordoba will hope to provide it. That man there, Solomon Rondon, has been around for such a long time now at River Plate as Venezuela trying to work it forward. No such joy. Well, Edison, all the changes which Fernando Diniz has made since taking over. Bruno Guimaraes alongside Casemiro. It was Frangin, Lucas Paquetá and Chichi. And Militao was injured, so Arsenal's Gabriel Magalhães has got a bit of a run out here. Casemiro also captain. No Thiago Silva, those days are over. Brazil trying to find a way through. Ball overplayed. Crowd here will be patient. Brazil don't always get the best of receptions depending on which city they're playing in. They get a lot more joy in these kind of areas. And that is Fernando Diniz looking thoughtful early on. Knows that one bad result and the pressure will be immediately on. Results elsewhere. Colombia drawing 2-apiece with Uruguay. Uruguay, Brazil's next opponents, away in Montevideo on Tuesday. Bolivia losing 2-0 at home to Ecuador. That is the score as it stands. Argentina 1 up against Paraguay. 0-0 with Chile and Peru. Vini Jr. tries to pick his way through, outnumbered by the white shirts. Trying to play themselves out of a little bit of difficulty, Venezuela. Doing so, referee a little bit behind the play. Gives Brazil the benefit of a doubt. Quickly taken. Everyone back in the white shirts. Brazil just starting to find their rhythm. As Venezuela back off in numbers. No, it's a good idea to give the yellow shirts too much time and space in possession. Neymar takes the tumble. Attention from Tomas Rincon wearing the captain's armband tonight from Venezuela. Neymar again does have his critics as Brazil try to trick their way through. The ball picked up on the edge of the area. And the trickery being enjoyed by the fans. Can Brazil though have the end product encamped in the Venezuela half? And that will bring some early relief for the side in white. Again, you look around the side in yellow, you see the names: Richarlison, Neymar, Vini Jr. Rodrigo hasn't really got going so far. Neymar trying to impose himself, as I said, does have his critics. Doesn't always provide the way perhaps that Brazil need, certainly at the World Cup finals. And the amount of free kicks he wins just bring a lot of stops and starts to Brazil. Sometimes it affects the way they can move the ball around with any kind of fluidity, as Arana gets a talking to. Just clipping the back heel of Makis. A man with experience in Spain, Granada, Cadiz. Batista, the Argentine, former player with San Lorenzo, Godoy Cruz. 10 minutes on the clock in a rather sweaty Cuiaba. It is a World Cup arena, or was rather, back in 2014, but the pitch, as Fernando Diniz has pointed out, does leave a little bit to be desired. Here come Venezuela, chance on goal. They've got white shirts inside the area, quickly closed down on the far side. Out comes the flag. A little touch there. Just waiting to the end of the move before the flag was raised as Casemiro made the clearance. Brazil plenty of possession, do tend to play that 4 at the back under Diniz, which they also did on the cheat sheet for most of the time. There you go. Tries to get a little foot in for the Santos man. Neymar again seeing plenty of the ball. That's great stuff from Neymar. Takes another tumble. And Rincon again. Neymar again making the most of it. Now, the trickery of Brazil's number 10. Upended by a man now playing for one of his former sides, the place where it all began, the boys from the Villa. Oh no. Sent the ball away once from Neymar. Rincon and Sosa trying to line up that wall. It's a long way out. Neymar dinks it forward. Vinny Jr. Back to Neymar, shooting possibility, goes for glory again, can't quite keep his effort down though. Tons of room for the number 10 to really pick out his spot. A bit slack from Venezuela in the defending. Conceding 34 times in the qualifiers the last time round. Brazil letting in just 5, scoring 40. And this is where the ball is most comfortable for Venezuela. Called away by Edison. White shirts have moved forward in numbers. A rare bit of miscontrol from Neymar. Talked about the pitch, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. That's more like it. The flamboyance is still there. Gonzalez in no particular rush. Been told to get on with things by a man from Peru. A couple of seasons back, less than that in fact, a long-term injury which kept him out of the plans for Brazil. Decent throw-in again by Gonzalez inside the area. A little bit of pressure here from Venezuela. Charlison dropping back deep. Again, Brazil looking for free kicks, didn't come, miscontrol. They can force the ball out wide. Marquez sends it wide, chance here for Venezuela. Herrera, one of the players in white shirts underneath it. 2 going for the same ball. Called about the other. Venezuela have reached that 15-minute mark. Now just starting to find a little bit of confidence of their own. A lot of white shirts forward, can't be too stretched. Brazil again finding spaces in midfield. Guimarães. So much movement provided for Brazil. Vini Jr. again just hugging this left-hand touchline, forced in midfield. Nobody wanting to get a touch, and then overplayed. Rodrigo the target. Martinez locking on. Third game in charge. It's called up 32 different players. 22 of them had already been used by Chichi over the past 6 years. Former Brazil coach now back at work with Giants Flamengo, just announced this week. Well, Edison perhaps seeing a bit more of the ball than he expected to so far. Arana, again that pitch just cutting up a little bit. Quinhos. Now once again, Venezuela trying to keep the lines. Over-egged for Vini Jr. Said he wanted to cut inside. And Bautista trying to marshal his troops. Assistant with Venezuela before getting the nod. Edison allowed to roam forward as ever. Marquinhos, that player who provides the width and the space moving forward. Casemiro searching for some openings, got to go short. Again, Venezuela just trying to close down those spaces. Brazil perhaps a little bit pedestrian as they search for those openings. Excitement mounting as is Charlison with a layoff just ahead of Vini Jr. But he's in possession, tries to force his way through, can't quite do it. And Gonzalez did well there against Brazil's number 7. Marquinhos again, the outlet, couldn't quite force that ball back. Solomon Rondon using his experience, but Brazil back in possession. Casemiro, Manchester United man, ball down the centre, hit low but into the body of the keeper. And there you go, slightly more central as we hit the 19-minute mark. Manchester unable to control that ball well enough. Quickly taken by Arana. So just starting to step up the tempo. Again, as soon as I say it, they give it away, and then Venezuela follow suit. Córdoba unable to keep possession. Crowd a little bit subdued, waiting for Brazil to produce their magic tonight. The hosts bossing possession, 76% in their favour. Passing, it's gone a bit awry at times. A wry smile from Marquinhos. Rodrigo's effort maybe just clipped the underside of Rosario's boot. It's a decent long throw. He's been plying his trade in the States with New England Revolution. Cordoba backing in. Finagalize. Again, Venezuela, but just slow things down. And Hell with the ball at his feet. No particular rush. Waving everybody forward in a white shirt. Venezuela wanting to stay on side, wanting to force their way through and get the game's first corner. Persistence from Sosa. Cordoba, Gonzalez, and help. And Rondon will provide the height for the side in white. Opportunity here for Venezuela. Plenty of those white shirts inside the area. A little bit of a shove, not spotted by our official. Brazil will try to play it out from the back, but can't do so. Venezuela just starting to settle here. Squeeze a shot in. Now there is an opportunity for Brazil to break. A little bit of hesitancy. Vini Jr. again down the left-hand side. The yellow shirts stream forward. He switches wings. Now Venezuela stretched here, ball across the area. Half-hearted appeals for a handball. Game just beginning to open up. Still scoreless here between Brazil and Venezuela. Round 3 of the South America qualifiers. Gonzalez under pressure from Vinicius Jr. Move from Flamengo to Real Madrid for around 46 million euros. Again, Venezuela persistent, trying to keep the ball in these kind of areas. Casemiro. Again, the Seleção somewhat patient, too patient perhaps for the home support. Arana hasn't really made those moves forward. Has to leave that one for Rodrigo, and again easily mopped up by Venezuela. Brazil yet to get out of second gear. The heat of Cuiaba certainly a factor tonight. Arana's calling for it, doesn't get it. Brazil go down the centre, and it's congested. I said Venezuela will be looking to get through the first 15 minutes. They've got through the first 25. So flick there by Neymar. Couldn't take the ball. Again, the pitch just showing signs of wear and tear. been a bit scrappy. Thomas Rincon and his Charlison. Didn't seem a lot in it, to be honest, and his Charlison again making the most of the contact. Engineers barking out instructions. Thomas Rincon now at Santos, still down on the turf. Opportunity for both sets of players to take on some refreshment. Official water break was planned for around this time. Maybe now, with this stoppage, it won't be required. Rincon, well, he's claiming that his Charlison threw an elbow. Engineers with some of the background staff from Fluminense. Argentina then beating Paraguay by 1 goal to 0. Goals also went in, or going in. Went in rather, Bolivia losing at home. 2 goals to 1 to Ecuador. No goals between Chile and Peru, no goals here between Brazil and Venezuela. Brazil having a number of pot shots without really testing Rafael Romo. And that situation changed now. Vini Jr., a popular inclusion in the starting lineup. Hasn't really got going so far though. The number 7 back in possession now. Marquinhos the outlet, but a little bit short of options. Almost cut out. Is cut out at the end. A wayward ball forward, easy for Edison, as yet untroubled. On a half attempt on goal by Venezuela. Headed over, Brazil with a number of pot shots. Neymar's been busy. Heat undoubtedly a factor as Neymar tries to wrestle his way through. The referee gives him the benefit of the doubt. Every time he touches the ball, well, that's a complete jump in the air. And a referee not calling on Neymar was very fortunate there. Had to flick out. Didn't make contact. Brazil's number 10 getting a little bit frustrated. This is Richarlison. Around has moved forward. Good at the deliveries. Hasn't had the chance though. Ball in from Vini Jr. away. Okay, Venezuela looking comfortable so far, but this is Brazil we're talking about. Bolivia did well at the start of their game before being hammered 5 goals to 1 now. Venezuela have got bodies forward here. It's a bit of trickery from Rincon. Needs to pick out a teammate, and it's hit low, hits his own teammate. Cordoba gone away. That's unfortunate for Venezuela, as they had bodies forward. Vini Jr. been told to move it by the home support. Switching positions with Neymar. Neymar, again that body language. Richarlison, Neymar down again. Richarlison tries to bustle his way through. And that ball out of play should be a corner to Brazil. Neymar pounding the turf. We're going to get our first yellow card of the night. Herrera looks like he's going to be the recipient. What was it? Neymar running into the number 6, or a push from Herrera. Quite sure what contact was really made on Neymar for this reaction. Finally, the card has been brandished. Half an hour gone. Engineers patrols his technical area. Maybe Brazil needing that breakthrough here as we edge towards half-time. Plenty of physicality, plenty of height back from Venezuela. And the nod down is hammered clear. Brazil just starting to knock on that door. Junior not having a lot of joy so far down the left-hand side. Brazil again trying to go direct, trying to use the physicality of Richarlison. Rodrigo. Vini Jr. is available, this time is not used. Rodrigo tries to force his way through. Not a white shirt in sight. Nice. He's recently extended his contract at Newcastle. Heel from Neymar, no joy again for Vini Jr. But again, it's just a little bit harsh perhaps on Rincon, although maybe our referees perhaps had enough of the Venezuela captain. Not quite sure what our referee saw in that one. Brazil fans of course will see it very differently. 2 white shirts cautioned. Again, Neymar looking for opportunities. Romo, good height at 1.97 m. Had a low move at Watford, where Richarlison was based. Didn't play for them though. Neymar floats this one in. Venezuela have been decent enough in the air. And they are edging towards the break. Still no goals. Danilo hasn't really been involved down the flanks and just moves forward rather gingerly. The yellow shirts have stayed forward and the ball is glanced clear. There's a flag on the far side. Marquinhos having a word with our official. Now Neymar getting in on the act. Quite sure what it is they've got to complain about. Had a couple of cards their way, the Seleção. As Neymar is giving instructions to Rafael Romo. Now with Universidad Católica in Ecuador. Again, Venezuela have had their moments. They've got that physical presence moving forward. Again, our referee is going to step in. This time it's in favour of Venezuela. Once again, one or too many free kicks by a man from Peru. Sosa making the most of the contact from Danilo. And an opportunity here for Venezuela. Addison looking on. Now seemingly Brazil's number one. Brazil have had a lot of decisions in their favour, but still want to express their views to Kevin Ortega. Marquez over the ball, let's see what he can do. Lifts it forward, not a down, that's half a chance there for Venezuela. Rincon on the end of it. Again, Venezuela showing that they can be dangerous from these set pieces. They've caused problems in the air, couldn't really get hold of the ball under pressure from Bruno Guimaraes. And that was a bit of a let-off for Brazil. Maybe that will wake them up. Need to impose themselves more. Charlison went for it. Easy in the end for Romo. Sosa trying to bustle his way through. He would have can't do so. Just ran into Bruno Guimaraes. Casemiro, Manchester United man, again very deep. Vinny Jr. ahead of Neymar. Skips away from one. Maybe a long range shot from Casemiro could be the way through. Doesn't go for it. Danilo on the overlap, not used. Again, Venezuela, Rosario, initially with a clearing header, have been solid in the air. Venezuela refusing to be drawn out, and who can blame them? Well, Brazil getting the slow hand clap from their own supporters. It's been a little bit pedestrian against a stubborn Venezuela. But it is very hot, very sticky. As this ball is whizzed inside the area again. Venezuela firm, you've got to give them credit for that. They've stood their ground so far, the side in white. Most of the players in this Brazil squad are playing their trade in Europe, where temperatures are generally considerably lower. So a little bit of a shock to the system. This one is drilled in low. Romo turned it away into a safe position. One way out from Casemiro. That's what perhaps Brazil need. It's always going wide though from Brazil's captain. Once again has space. Charlison trying to make the move down the middle. Once again Brazil struggling to cope with the physical presence of Venezuela. Try their own little chapelle, but once again nobody in a white shirt willing to move out of position. Been organised so far, Venezuela under Fernando Batista. Casemiro again looking for options. It's a bit of a heavy touch. And again, another soft free kick. Neymar getting irate here. He's had a lot of decisions his way. Rincon just turning into Neymar and just dropping to the ground. Oh, you can't have it both ways, Neymar. But our referee has been conned on more than one occasion. Is that a change required for Brazil? Neymar again keeps on chuntering away. Casemiro's effort seems to be bending wide, but Romo couldn't afford to take any chances. 5 minutes of normal time remaining here. Looks like Brazil might have to make a change. Danilo, I did say that he looked a little bit laboured. Before the break then, Brazil will make that change. Ian Couto already on his feet. So in theory, like for like. Couto started life at Curitiba, signed by Man City at a very young age. Loan spells at Braga and Girona. Still part of the Brazil squad. Maybe precaution really for Danilo. First swap of the night, and Neymar again continues to whinge. The home fans won't mind that. Couto gets his first touch. So far in this game, Brazil have created 6 decent chances. Vini Jr. can be talked about the pitch. He's got that wry smile. A lot of coaches and even a lot of players maybe weren't happy with his reaction. Venezuela, maybe 3 or 4 minutes for the break, and they will be more than happy if the scoreline remains the same. Can Brazil find a way through before half-time? Quickly surrounded, wanting to find a way through. Again, it's blocked. Casemiro in support, been playing that anchor role. Neymar's been given license to roam. Again, another theatrical dive from the number 10. Brazil trying to work the flanks, looking for Richarlison. He's had no joy whatsoever down the centre. Vini Jr. now dinks that ball forward. Brazil just trying to press before the break. Brazil just a little bit stretched here. Couto just trying to make his presence felt after coming off the bench. Venezuela hemmed in, and they're going to get the benefit of the doubt here. Arana said something to the referee, and Neymar's in on the act again. Nice little break here by Venezuela, and Sosa clearly sandwiched. Waiting for confirmation of how much stoppage time. Not had that many major breaks in this game. Venezuela proved to be dangerous in the air. Giniz looking a little bit irate. Let's see what Venezuela can conjure up as we hit the 45-minute mark. Ball dinked forward. It's a chance there. That's a timely header by Richarlison, and then a misplaced volley will loop well over Ederson's crossbar. Herrera was underneath it. 3 minutes have been added on. Is that 3 minutes long enough for Brazil to get the breakthrough? Has been a little bit pedestrian at times. Again, those white shirts of Venezuela have been very organised. The lines have made it hard for Brazil to break down. But the heat and the humidity certainly a factor tonight. Space is there for Casemiro. Ball picked off, Venezuela wanting to break. Short of options, that's some good defensive work from Vini Jr. Got it back and then loses it. It's had a mixed first 45, 46 minutes. Now Brazil are slightly stretched here. Needs a good ball forward. There's support in the centre of the park. Can Venezuela spring a surprise? The shot is decent enough and Ederson has to go down. Once again Venezuela not afraid to move bodies forward. Arches again from a long way out. Now Venezuela will have to get those bodies back. Game opening up right at the end of his first half. The run is decent, the passing almost pays off. And our referee inevitably will reach for his whistle and a substitute walks away. Again Neymar berating our match official. We have seen some soft calls tonight, it has to be said, from Kevin Ortega, but he's been consistent in those soft challenges. It's a long way out. Plenty of time for Ederson to see it coming, but worth a pop shot from the man from Cadiz. Salomon Rondon was wanting it. Maybe this is the last kick of the first 45 minutes. See what kind of reception Brazil get when that final whistle goes at the end of the first 45. Well, it's mixed to say the very least. Scoreless then so far between